Okay, unboxing and update time. You can see a few titles here to the side, but you can't see which ones. I have picked up a few things here from various places, just a few titles, and then I have one package from CD-ON here that I picked up today with 2 Blu-rays. So I thought that I would start with this, and then we'll do those later. So they have a summer sale going on, and I might have mentioned this before, but every Tuesday at I think 10 a.m. they add some new titles, or well, they switch the titles basically. So, and this time they had some pretty attractive titles to me. They had some new movies, so I picked up 2 of them. First of which, Whiplash. Also I had a 50 kroner coupon code, so I got these for I think 173 crowns, which was not bad. They're 2 new movies, two newly released Blu-rays. Obviously Whiplash, you know, yeah, J.K. Simmons won an Oscar. I don't actually know which the other 2 Academy Awards were, but anyway, haven't seen this, and it's obviously gotten some pretty good reviews, so I'm happy to have that. And then this one I might watch tonight, I don't know, but it's another new movie that I think might have won the Oscar for Best Animated Movie. Not sure, but it's Big Hero 6. Been very excited to check this out. You know, remember seeing the little preview there with the big marshmallow man and the boy trying to put the superhero suit on him but failing. Oh, really cool back, I must say. Well, if you put the disc here, it looks good. If you remove it, it just looks like some sort of advertisement. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what to say really. It's a Disney animated movie that I'm sure I will enjoy. So yeah, and then we have some stuff here. Like I said, this one I couldn't wait opening, so I just opened it and watched it in a couple days. Episodes Series 4. Yeah, this is the show with Matt LeBlanc as himself, and then Stephen Mengen and Tamsin Greig. I don't exactly know how to pronounce their names. Anyway, the 2 of them, they're British screenwriters, I guess. They have created a very successful show in Britain, and in season 1 they go to America to be involved with the American remake, I suppose. So that's what happens in season 1, and semi-spoilerish, but not really a spoiler, I wouldn't say. During this season, the show that they have created in America has sort of not been that successful, and they have sort of stopped making the show. And in this season, in this series, other stuff is going on, I suppose. I feel like there's enough in this little world that they've created to make the show last for several more seasons. But I do also feel like the writers didn't put a whole lot of effort into every storyline. I don't know. I just felt like some episodes really dragged, or they were kind of dull and uneventful. And this series is probably the most, not a very kind word to use, but the most irritating season, because there's some stuff in here that it's a little bit irritating, I must say. I don't know. It's just the weakest season so far, but I'm hoping that in series 5 they will. I'm hoping that it will get better, because, like I said, I feel like they can keep the show going for a while, because they've got a good thing going, I think. So it was too bad that this series wasn't as good, but still enjoyable. I mean, I watched it in a couple days, 2 days, so I obviously enjoy it still. The characters, they're good enough to make the lacking storylines. Well, they make up for it. Anyway, let's show this one next. Marion and Jeff, Series 1. This one I actually kind of surprisingly found at a local second-hand store, because I say surprisingly, because it's kind of a, I suppose, a fairly obscure comedy show where basically Rob Brydon, I think I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this later in another video, but Rob Brydon is basically in a car. Well, not basically. Yeah. Well, yeah. He is literally just in a car, talking to the camera. What you see here on the cover is everything that the show contains. Only it moves. I guess. I mean, there's nothing else. This angle only. You know, he sits there talking to the camera about his life, about what's going on, about what has been going on in his life, and he drives around. Not Rob Brydon, but a character of his, you know. And Marion Jeff refers to, well, Marion was his ex-wife who left him for a man called Jeff. And I'm gonna probably go into more detail in an upcoming video. Anyway, then we have a Swedish movie which was absolutely horrible, I must say. It says from the creators of Tomten är far till alla barnen. Santa Claus is the father to all of their children, which is a Christmas movie, a Christmas comedy that is very fun. And this has the same director, and it's called Enid eller Lust. I don't know how you would translate that. It's kind of like a pun, I suppose. It doesn't really matter what it means. It's a wedding comedy with a really great cast, but unfortunately it's just not good. It's very typical, every situation. And it doesn't really have anything new to offer, despite its great cast. If you're from Sweden, you will, I'd say most Swedes will probably recognize I'm sure about 10 people in this movie. You know, it's just a lot of recognizable faces and a lot of great actors too, but it's just not good at all, I'm afraid. But I got that very cheap. Then they have a sale going on at Hemmakväll, which is a DVD candy store. Well, whatever. Yeah. So I picked up this Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1, but there's a few here that I've not seen, so I thought that I would pick it up because it was only 9 crowns. Well, so it said. It said if you're a member, you will only pay 9 crowns. Normally this was 29, and this rang up as 29 too, but I didn't realize that until I came home and I looked at the receipt, because I was certain that it was gonna be 9 crowns, because when you give them your date of birth, or you know, whatever date of, you know, those numbers that indicates when you were born, the discount is supposed to sort of automatically be you know, drawn, you know what I mean. So I just assumed that it would, but the guy, he charged me 29, it turned out, and I wouldn't have paid 29 for this if I knew that, and I can't be bothered to go back, and this won't close. I don't know, I didn't notice that before, I don't think. Well, anyway, it's not a bad deal with you know, 29 crowns for this, but I would have liked to pay 9. Anyway, so it has, well, I was gonna say it has these shorts here, but they are mainly the Swedish names of them. Well, only, I guess, mainly, anyway, whatever. Yeah, so, but yeah, it has some of the more recent ones, I suppose. Anyway, then I went there. And, well, actually I went there before that, and I picked up this Skyfall. We can see here 49 crowns, which is a pretty good deal, because I was thinking when I saw this that it feels like this must be out of print, you know. These steelbooks, I don't know, I just got the feeling that it was out of print. But also I you know, I want to see the movie. Well, I mean, I have seen it, but I want to see it again, although I'm gonna watch all the other ones first and then watch this. Which is gonna take me a while to get around to, but eventually I will. But I knew that I wanted this steelbook, and I was thinking, well, this must be out of print. Anyway, so I didn't only buy it because of that, but I obviously also wanted to watch the movie again, and I wanted to own it. But anyway, I was excited to find it. So anyway, long story short, when I got home, I looked it up, and indeed it is, well, they still sell it on a couple places, but it's much more expensive than this. So later, the next weekend, I went back and actually bought another one. They had another 3 copies, and I was thinking, you know, should I pick up all 3, sell them on? But no, I didn't do that. I just picked up the one. So I have one more to sell eventually, which I've never done that before. You know, picked up a title just to sell it on in the future. But I thought that I would do that. Yeah. So that's that really. Most exciting titles are these 2, because they're the ones that I've not seen yet, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I think they're gonna be, well, this one I think is gonna be especially great, but this one I think that I might just enjoy more, to be honest, because it just looks like a movie that I will enjoy more. Okay, so that's it. As always, thanks for watching. Not a whole lot of titles in this one, but yeah, I mean, I have quite a few things on the way, although some of them are pre-orders, and one of them I know for a fact it's not gonna arrive until like January, because I donated to a Kickstarter thing, and it hasn't even been made yet, the Blu-ray. But anyway, so I'm just, yeah, I do have a few things on the way, so there's gonna be more, of course. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.